Welcome, everybody, back to another delicious new year of episodes with us on Distant Ships. I'm your host, Fred, and to my left, as always, you're my co host, my brother, Kendall. What's going on, Kendall?
Not much. Just been a lot of sleeping and playing games. Got One Piece Odyssey. Been playing that.
Ooh.
Also trying to get through backlog of games because I still haven't finished Horizon Zero Dawn,
Mm hmm.
Unbound, Triangle Strategy, and a bunch of other things.
Mm hmm. Mm hmm.
So just going through a whole list of stuff. How about you?
Well, I have also been doing that. I got Need for Speed Underground. And then I proceeded to realize that when you play with the steering wheel and so I got the Logitech steering wheel. Was it the G29? I think it is, right? It's about the same one that you got.
G29.
I think it's the G29. Anyways, I got the steering wheel. I had the shifter ordered because I want to use it like on a set of course on a couple other games that I got. Anyways, I'm playing it. I got it on my desk. It looks tight, and then I hit the brake pedal too hard, and I launched the pedals away from myself. So then I got like a stand now for it. So now I got that. So now that's working good. Um, so that makes the game tight. Same thing, dude. I got games that I gotta finish. When I did the upgrade from the PS4 to the PS5, there were a couple games that I didn't finish. One was Horizon Dawn. I'm at the very end of it, but I gotta move the save data to the cloud and then bring it over to my PlayStation. I had Like a Dragon, the latest game from Yakuza. Same thing.
Mm.
Right at the very end, I switched over and I haven't thrown the data up and bring it back down. Um, so I got those two games. New games that I played. I finished God of War. That one was cool. I got Need for Speed Underground, like you said. I'm playing that one also. Not Underground. I'm sorry. What's it called? Need for Speed Unbound.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Need for Speed Unbound.
Unbound. There you go.
I keep thinking Underground because of the old games, but it's Unbound. It's almost it's really tight. It's really I mean like if you like the Underground and all the other games, it's kind of got that feel without being that game. I guess it's like continuation on. It's fun. It's fun. What else we got? I thought there was something else I was doing. Anyway,
Cops are assholes at 5 stars though.
what has top 5 stars?
Cops are assholes at 5 stars.
Oh, dude, you
You
can't even.
gotten up to
You,
5 stars yet?
dude, you can't even get away from them. They ram you and they'll like destroy your car. I got caught one time, lost 10 grand
Only?
only. Well, that's because I did so many races and I got the car up. But you know what I didn't realize? I thought you had to complete the race. I didn't realize that if you lose it, you go back to the starting of the week with all the money that you got.
Really?
Yeah. So like I the first race I didn't fix up my car right, and I was like, fuck. Cause okay, what I guess we could start. Everything else has been good, but let's start with Need for Speed Unbound, right? So when you go, so I got to the Fridays, right? But I didn't fix up. I started with a Honda Civic. What did you start with?
Um, I started with the Eclipse.
Okay, the drift events and the takeovers or whatever, terrible for my car at first. You tell me how the fuck you drift a front wheel drive car. Hmm?
Gotta pull that e-brake.
Yeah, and it's real shitty, dude. You cannot start it. Anyways, what I'm saying is it was an uphill battle for me that whole game. All right, now my fucking fastest car I own, and it's wild. Um, but I didn't realize that you can also not do certain races because your car becomes too high powered.
Yeah, because there's the whole grading system,
Yeah,
and the lowest is what, B?
I
Is it
think
B?
it's B or something like that, and then you go like to A and S.
And then you go to B, then you go to A, then you go to A plus, and then you go to S, and then you go
Yeah,
to S plus.
yeah, something like that. And so like my car right now, I want to say is an A plus, but
Hmm.
I've also done the races where you win cars for free.
Yeah.
So I have a couple cars that I won for free. One's a Mustang, and I think that was like an A plus. Another one's was it a Charger, a Camaro, something older? That one's a B. And then I recently won something else. Anyways, so yeah, so what ends up happening is if you get all the way to the Fridays race and you don't win, They start you back on like Monday or something, or Thursday, or a couple days later. But you get to keep what you've got. So
Yeah, I never lost, so I'm just like,
never
well,
lost.
I mean, not never lost like a race. Like, I mean, there's plenty of races where I got like fourth or whatever, but it's like when it came to like the big event race at the end of the week that you know for the story or
Mhm.
whatever, that I haven't lost. So I mean,
So
that thing is new for me.
so what ended up happening is I looked it up because I was like, well, what am I doing wrong? That how do I fix like because I had like a top end issue on the Civic or no acceleration. So I was like, man, I need to accelerate faster. Like on the top end, as long as I can get ahead of everybody, I'll stay way ahead. But I was like, it needs better acceleration. I wonder what I can do. So I started looking it up, and that's when all of a sudden they said, "Hey, if you don't win Friday's race, you can start over." And I was like, "Oh, guess who's getting money again?" Now I don't know if that affects you towards the end of the story of like, "Oh, this is how many times you." I really don't care. So I just said, "Fuck it, let's go with it." But yeah, I mean, not a bad game. It's pretty cool. I think I should have started probably with a rear-wheel drive car. Maybe that would have been better because then I could have done more of the drifting better and more of the stuff. I mean, I still won first place on those. And then they got that bet mechanism system, where it tells you where it thinks you're gonna land, and then you bet against people for like, 200-300 bucks extra, like a side bet, like a little side pot.
Hmm.
So, um, I've done those. I don't know if you do those, but how many cars have you gotten?
I pretty much have just been sticking to the bare minimum, like, because most of the cars that I've won, I basically just kept them in like whatever grade that they ended up coming that I ended up winning them in.
Yeah,
So like, because at the end you need like one of every grade or whatever to do like the whole grand,
yeah,
you know, race thing where it's supposed to be like one car for every different event, and they're all supposed to be like different rank cars.
yeah.
So it's like whenever I sit there and I win a car, I just basically keep it in that bracket, and then I take the car that I used to win that car,
Mm-hmm.
and then I upgrade that one to the next level, and then so on and so forth. So it's like I have the Eclipse
Mm-hmm.
at like S,
Ooh.
and then without having to swap the engine, I think that's the highest I can make it
Oh, okay. Yeah,
is
yeah.
S or whatever.
So wait,
But
what's your garage at? Like the highest tier?
yeah,
Fuck, man. So you're way ahead in that game, huh?
I think I'm on the last week, like
Oh.
right before like the big.
What do you think of
Uh,
the What do you think of the main car that you're trying to win back? I don't really like it. I'm like, dude, my cars are looking better now.
well, that depends. Which one did you pick at the start? You know, for that whole like, you know,
What is it? The
the
S14
quote
or
unquote start
it was like what is it? Like
thing.
an S14 or S15 or something like that? Like the 240, the Sylvia?
Um, I mean, there was that. There was also the Lambo,
I did not pick the Lambo.
and then there was another one. I forgot what the other one
Yeah,
was.
I picked the
I ended up picking the
S14.
Lambo because I was looking at the other two, and I was just like,
They look
all
so
right,
plain.
well, might as well
Go big.
go all the way fancy.
Yeah, no, I got the
So,
S14, but then you get that really big like wide kit like on it at the at the end. I don't know. I don't think it's a Liberty Walk kit, but anyways, you get the like really big stuff, and it looks weird now. But the chick drives it, and you're like, I want my car back, and I'm like, do you really? Because I go, this Civic that we got, I made it look like a Spoon Sports Civic. So I'm like, it looks sick as fuck, and it is fast. I was like, I don't think I really need the other car. Set up 100% grip. That motherfucker grabs turns and goes like a sweet butter, a knife through butter. I guess is you could say, fantastic.
yeah, I mean, and I don't know if you did the same thing that I did, but it's like when you race her for the like first time for that week or whatever,
Hmm.
I took her ass out.
Oh yeah, I beat her, dude. First
No,
race.
I don't mean beat her. I mean, I literally fucking
Oh,
ran the shit out of her car and took her out.
this is what I did. I put her in between me and another car, and I had her crash into the car. So she lost the first race, and she was out. Because I looked, you know how you look at the standings, because you got to do one race and the next race and the next race.
Hmm.
When I looked at the standings on the first set of race, I guess because of that, she was out. I was
Yeah.
like, I was like, how? If you're out, do I win the? I was like, oh, I automatically win this game. She's done, right? You got to
You
win
think,
so many
right?
races. I'm like, oh, she's out. I'm good, man. Check out the leaderboard. Okay, so since you're so far more ahead of me, how do you like the story?
I
Like,
mean,
like it's a crazy story, right? They break into your place, take all your cars, and then you're trying to rebuild. It's kind of
yeah.
like the story at the beginning, and then I don't know what goes on in the middle or wherever you're at.
I mean, it's not like some revolutionary story or whatever. I mean, it's a story about cars or whatever.
Wow, revolutionary.
I,
You know what I think?
it's not revolutionary.
I think no, that's what I'm saying. But no, I think they're leading the forefront in car dramatization.
Really, I thought that was like Fast and the Furious back in the early
Whoa, whoa,
2000s.
whoa, 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 whoa! Those are.
All about family and shit
What do you mean back
and
in the day?
racing for
What
kings.
do you mean back in the day? They're still going strong. Last time that I checked, they were in outer space, bro.
Were they?
The last one, yeah, I think they went into space and came back real quick. In a Geo Metro, I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe a Pontiac. I can't remember what it was. But they strap a rocket to a car and they go to space.
All right. Well, okay.
How can you not be?
Anyway,
How can you?
the power of family, I guess.
That's right, dude. It was not Vin Diesel in the car. It was Tyrese and Ludacris, I believe, in the car.
Hmm.
You know.
Power of family.
Yeah. Hey, the next.
Launching cars into space.
And I can only hope that the next movie is even more better. I heard they're going to I don't know, go through a black hole. There you go. I'll put that out there. I'm not saying they're going to do it. I'm just saying I'm putting it out there because maybe that's going to be the next step. What do you do after you go to space, Kendall? What's the next frontier? Interdimensional
I don't know.
travel?
I guess time travel. Back to
Yo,
the first Need for Speed, or sorry, go
yeah,
back to the first Fast and the Furious.
yo, race yourself at the end of the movie.
Vin Diesel versus Vin Diesel.
And then they race off into the sunset. I like it. Well, you know what? We just wrote the ending to the last Fast and Furious movie. There you go, dude. Time travel.
Hmm.
It's gonna be some like weird time travel thing where he's like, I remember racing a guy in a car that looked just like mine, and he beat me, and that's what made me race this whole time. So it's just him looping around, making himself do the movies. Boom. Fast and the Furious,
Hmm.
whatever.
Vin Diesel actually is the one that dies at the track instead of
Oh, the
Vin
dad.
Diesel's dad.
Oh shit, dude! And he resets the whole
Like,
timeline.
hmm
He's like,
like the whole time Vin Diesel thought it was his dad. No, it was
that
his
was it.
future self who came back to the past.
Wow. The dad went off to get milk and never came back.
Hmm.
Damn. Yo. What a powerful movie. What a powerful movie. All right, Kendall. Let's get on to the nitty of the gritty, dude. All right. I was looking here. I have seen that VR headsets are popping back up, dude. They're becoming like the
Yep.
new thing. So I hear Apple's coming out with one, right? They're gonna have their own
Hmm.
VR headset. We got Sony with a VR2 coming out, right?
Yep.
You can still get
PSVR 2, which is
right.
coming out next month.
You can still get what your Oculus Rifts out there, right?
Uh,
Or do they
is
just
it?
continue them?
I'm pretty sure they don't even call it the Oculus Rift. I believe they just call it the MetaQuest Pro now.
Oh, there you go, there you go, there you go. Yeah, but yeah, same. You can get your Meta World piece, VR glasses, uh, and then are there any new people popping up into the mix?
I wouldn't really say new people,
Yeah.
but HTC,
Mm-hmm.
who made the Vive, which
Oh
was like
yes.
the first big, I guess you could say PC one, other
Mm-hmm.
than the Oculus Rift
Yeah.
before
Yeah. I remember that
Facebook
one.
ended up buying them. They just made, or I should say, revealed a new one called the HTC Vive XR Elite, which
Ooh.
is going to be a standalone VR headset, kind of like the Meta Quest 2
Yeah.
and everything, which you can also attach it to a computer.
That's tight.
Um, So it is its own standalone one.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a 1920 by 1920 resolution per eye,
Okay.
but so far, um, apparently the battery on it only lasts about 2 hours.
Okay. You think that's an issue? I mean, since but you've only used the first gen, I guess, of the VR and the PlayStation. But you think 2 hours is a lot, isn't it, to be in on VR with a headset on?
Um, at the start,
Yeah.
yes, because it's like you're still trying to get used to the whole like system
Mm-hmm.
of everything. So, but I mean, it's kind of like when you're playing sports or whatever. Like when you first start or whatever, you get tired like super quick. But
Sure, sure,
after
sure.
doing it for so long or whatever, you can just keep going and going and going and going and going.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's like,
So this is going to be an issue then, a 2 hour.
but the thing is like if you're sitting there and you're doing it for 2 hours and then you have to stop and then you have to charge
Yeah.
and then
It kind of kills your experience.
you know, yeah.
Well, okay. Is this going to have like swappable batteries or something like that you can maybe have something charged on the side where you can pop it on?
So far, no
Oh,
indication whether there's gonna, if you can attach a bigger battery or whatever and stuff like that, or
uh,
maybe like a battery pack to keep it charged or
yeah.
something. I'm sure someone will try to figure out some sort of system when it like officially comes out, or like maybe third party
Yeah. I mean,
will
well,
make some sort of accessory.
I got to think if you have it plugged into your PC, it's got to probably charge it while it's on you, right?
You would think, but I mean,
True. You
it's
never know.
technically just a pass through, so I don't. And maybe it uses more battery than it can charge via,
Yeah,
while being used
yeah,
at the
yeah,
same
yeah.
time. Who knows?
True, true. No, you're right there. That might be the case there. When how's the PlayStation VR coming along? Are we getting
Well,
closer to the
yes,
release date?
yep. The PSVR 2 is going to be releasing next month, February 22nd.
Okay, damn, we're pretty close then.
It is on track to being released. There's no announced delays. And they also announced that Beat Saber will officially be coming to PSVR 2, which is a good thing because that's
Like a
probably like the
like an update to it, or is it going to be like you have to buy the whole new game, or is it just kind of like they upgrade it to I guess allow you to play it on the VR too?
that there hasn't been any word on yet, so we
Okay.
don't know if it's just going to be like a free upgrade or if you're
Hmm.
going to have to purchase it. But all the DLC, like if you bought song packs or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
that
yeah.
will carry over. There's no word on any of that as of
Mm.
yet, or like we don't even know if Beat Saber is technically going to be a launch title, like it's going to be coming out at the same time as PSVR 2 or not,
Yeah.
or if it's going to be coming out later. So, but it's like PlayStation VR 2. It's going to be coming out next month.
Hmm.
It's got a whole list of launch games, including Gran Turismo 7, which is going to be getting a free update for VR. So if you have
That's tight.
Gran Turismo 7, it's going to be getting an update that will work with the PSVR 2. So that won't be any extra. Plus, you got Call of the Mountain coming out and some other games.
Hmm. Are any of the old PSVR games going to be compatible?
Considering the tracking system's completely different,
Okay.
I guess it would be up to the developers themselves on whether or not they want to do like
Yeah.
a free upgrade
Hmm.
or a free update or whatever, or move over to the PSVR 2
Yeah.
because PSVR 1 used the PlayStation camera and light tracking,
Yeah.
whereas the PSVR 2 has inside out tracking and uses cameras and sensors instead of lights.
Okay. Okay. I see. I see. Any other VR headsets that we need to watch out for? Because it seems like this is going to be. I want to say, wasn't it a few years ago that there was like a big push for VR, and then it seemed like it kind of died down, and it seems like it's back again.
Well, I mean, it's like basically there's the three main there's Facebook, well, I should say Oculus, which was bought by
Yeah.
Facebook, and that's one main. Then
Hmm.
you have the HTC Vive,
Yes.
which is the next kind of like big main one, and then you have PSVR 2, which is the only console based one.
Yeah.
So you have two PC based ones that are also moving towards standalone
Mm-hmm.
because that's one of the main things that people want with the VR headsets. That they don't want to have to be like tethered to like either a computer or whatever other device. They just
Yeah.
want to be, a standalone headset. So that's what the MetaQuest 2 and the MetaQuest Pro are, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what the HTC Vive XR Elite is trying to make. And then PSVR 2, while it's not standalone and you still need the PS5, instead of having a breaker box,
Yeah.
because it used to have like a whole box that you attached via the headset with two different cables, the HDMI cable from the box to the PlayStation 4
Mm-hmm.
to the TV, plus its own power and USB attached to a camera. Now it's just a single USB-C cable.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it seems like the upgrades are getting better. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if it takes off this time around again, or if it gets more adoption. Because do you still need the space that you used to? Like the idea that you need the space for your movements and your stuff with the VRs?
Well, I mean, you're still gonna want like a decent amount of space,
Yeah.
but the thing is, the original problem that I had with the PSVR before
Mm-hmm.
was because of the wood flooring and everything, and the area where I had the VR was right next to a sliding glass door,
So the
so the
reflection.
lights would go everywhere,
Yeah.
and it was hard for the camera to keep track of because that was the main issue was
Mm-hmm.
the light tracking. So hopefully with this, won't be anywhere near as bad.
Hopefully. Well, since we are with Sony, did you see the announcement? I think it was during. I don't know if it was at CES or during, but it was during that time. But Sony's accessible controller.
Yep, Project Leonardo.
I saw it. It looks crazy. There's a bunch of. It looks like you can swap it around, change it up. There's like a bunch of different ways you can configure this remote.
Mm-hmm.
I think I always think that kind of stuff is cool. Allowing everybody who wants to game. No matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's tight. I think there should be more of that because why make gaming somewhat exclusive? It should be inclusive. Everybody should have a chance to game. Everybody should have a chance to hit somebody with a headshot in COD or play Fortnite or go on I don't know WoW or whatever. Everybody should be allowed to enjoy a good game. So have they announced when this controller would be coming out, or is this just kind of like the starting of it, like just an
Nope,
announcement?
this is basically just like the announcement of it.
Mm-hmm.
But Sony is partnering with different organizations, including Able Gamer, Special Effect, and Stack Up,
Mm-hmm.
which um are all different organizations, for accessibility and gaming and stuff like that. Kind of like how Microsoft did with their Xbox Adaptive Controller, which
Yeah.
apparently went through a lot of the same organizations.
Good. Good.
But at the moment, there's no release date and
Okay.
no price for Project Leonardo
Mm.
yet.
Well, it's good that they're working on it. I hope it comes out sooner than later, and I do hope that it turns out to be a good thing for people that like it actually works out well, because
Yep.
that's always a good step forward and a good stuff like that. Um, and with that remote, did you see the GameCube looking remote for the Switch right now that's coming out that they're talking
Yeah,
about?
I saw it, and of course, everyone's always, I don't know why people have such a fascination with the GameCube controller. Maybe because of Smash Brothers
I think that's what
or
it is.
whatever.
I think it just fondly in your head you think of that, and then what else came out at that time? What else was a really big game? Was it a Zelda? Was it Zelda? Was that what we everybody? Or maybe it was Smash. I don't know, but there's something about it though. Like it felt good in the hand, dude. In a weird way, I guess. Maybe for Nintendo controllers, it felt good, and that's why everybody has nostalgia for it.
Who knows? But it's like just um because the Wavebird was essentially like the wireless
Yeah.
brand of a GameCube controller,
Hmm.
which is maybe why
This one
more
is
people are looking at it like as kind of like
like something cool and exciting.
yeah, because I mean, before the Wavebird was literally the wireless controller. That's
Yeah.
what the name of the wireless controller was called. So now apparently there's a quote unquote spiritual successor, which is basically a wireless GameCube controller.
Yeah.
Which
For your Switch.
wireless controllers is literally in everything now. You have it
Yeah.
for PC, you have it for Xbox, you have it for PlayStation, you have it for Nintendo. But the one thing people are talking about mainly with this is because everyone has probably suffered from the Joy-Con drift
Ooh,
issues.
who hasn't? I've had it.
So apparently, this is not supposed to have any drift.
Really?
It,
Ah,
it,
okay.
it, it, it's claiming to be drift free. So how they're going to be able to do that? Like, I don't know if they're going to be selling like replacement joysticks that you can easily just pop in and out,
Yeah.
or if they, just come up with a new system that won't suffer from drift
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Maybe a better lubrication system or something. I don't know, some kind of plastics to make it glide. I don't know, but that is a good thing. If there is no drift, I mean, well, depending on the price, dude, I'll take a little bit of drift for a cheap price, I guess.
So
I'm not doing competitive gaming on my Switch. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's not some absorbent amount of money, I'm down to get it. It looks cool. I seen the pictures and I'm like, this looks exciting.
so I mean, hey, if you want the GameCube controller, apparently it's going to sell for $70 until it sells out, and then everyone scalps
Mm,
it because they scalp everything.
sure, 'cause that's how it goes. And until it comes back in stock or something, and then comes out cheaper. You know what else they're scalping, Kendall? I don't want to
Mm.
change the subject on stuff, but all right. I tried to go get. I've been looking for the Paul Walker Lego. You know the
Mm-hmm.
Skyline because I have the Vin Diesel one, and I built him. I couldn't find them, man. They're sold out. They're gonna come back in stock, but it's as always, prices go up when they're sold out, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm just gonna have to wait to reunite Paul Walker and Vin Diesel. That's it. There's nothing more to that. I just airing some grievances. Why everything got to
Well,
sell out
that's
like
it.
that? Well, because it got sold right. They were like, oh, it sells in January. I went on the website January 2nd, and they were already sold out. So I was like, how does the hell does that work? Huh? You drop it at midnight or what?
Man, I guess.
I guess that's what happened, but I don't know. I guess yeah. Anyways, so people getting kicked from Lost Ark. How's that working out?
Yeah. I think this is just a completely weird thing, but apparently people are getting banned for not playing Lost Ark.
Is that like a paid game or is it like a free to
No,
play?
it's a free to play
Uh
game that
huh.
came out. I want to say sometime last year.
Okay.
I think. And yeah, for some reason, because you know how like people, when a game launches or whatever,
Sure.
it's like super popular at the start,
Everybody.
and
Yeah.
then it
Everybody.
falls off or
Sure.
whatever, blah blah blah. People take breaks, so on and so
Yeah.
forth.
Yeah. Yeah. You move on to
And
the
then,
next game and come back later.
yeah, well, apparently, a lot of people have been getting notifications that they got banned from Lost Ark because they haven't been playing it
Like,
or whatever.
so like band, like you can't play the game anymore. Band.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
So you basically, you're basically, are they trying to get this game? Like they just want to cut this game or something, or what's going on? Why would you ban people? I thought their accounts were like deleted or something. Like oh, I lost all my characters, I lost all my stuff. So you're saying that they are getting banned from playing a game because they stopped playing it?
hmm
All right.
Now, part of what it may be is because for most like online games like this, there's like people that don't want to play 24/7 or whatever and still want to be competitive. They'll use bot programs to like play the game for them and farm
Oh.
stuff for them and all that other
Okay.
stuff
Yeah. Yeah.
in the
Yeah. Yeah.
meantime. Well, apparently they did like a huge ban wave for bots, and it seems like
Oh.
maybe I don't know
If people are getting caught
what's
up in
going
between
wrong
it.
there, but it seems like some people are getting caught up in between, and some people have been getting banned for dumb things like inactivity and not playing the game.
Oh, okay, okay. I mean that makes sense. Well, hopefully then, people that want to get their accounts back and want to keep playing, get them back out of it. I mean, has there been any talk of that?
Not yet, but it's like people anywhere between having like 10 minutes or 40 hours of play have received a ban notification. Even some of them who bought the founders pack.
Oh hell no, dude! If you bought that, I feel bad for you guys. I'm sorry. That shouldn't happen.
So
Not when you paid money for it, bro. Like why would you? Nope. I'm sorry.
oh yeah, that's going on with Lost Ark at the moment.
Yo, you want to jump on some Lost Ark or what? Let's get banned. Never been banned from a game.
Nah, I'm good. I mean, I played it at the start. I played it for a bit.
Oh, are you sure you're not banned?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten any notifications for it. So
You're about to go on it and they're gonna be like, "I'm sorry, dude, banned."
maybe because I have like 60 hours
Oh, you're
on.
not 40? Okay, so 40 down. I'm gonna
Yeah,
play 10 minutes right now, and then I'm gonna put it away, and then I'm gonna wait for my notification,
there you go.
so I can wear it
There
like
you
a
go.
badge of honor. I'll be like, I'm one of you guys. So, Kendall, when are the new AMD cards dropping, and what are we looking forward to?
Well, let's see. AMD just announced that they are going to be dropping a whole new slew of 7000 X3D chips,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
including Ryzen 9 7950 X3D,
Okay.
which is a 16 core 32 thread,
Ooh, that
a
sounds.
Ryzen 9 7900 X3D, which is
Mm-hmm.
a 12 core 24 thread,
Yes.
and a Ryzen 7 7800 X3D, which is the successor to the 5800 X3D
Mm-hmm.
at 8 core 16 threads, and they are supposed to be dropping next month on February 14th.
Damn, we're right here. Oh, do Valentine's Day. Get get one of these for your loved one, right? Is that how you show your love?
Mm-hmm.
Upgrade their PC for all these people out there. Hey, get a PC upgrade for your loved one. Are the prices still okay? Are they going up? Are they going down? Inflation wise. I mean, what are
Well,
we looking at?
at the moment, we still don't have any news on the actual prices for it.
Oh shit! Not even rumored. Like,
So, I mean, the most I can guess is
hmm
probably maybe if you were to take the 7800
yeah.
Ryzen 7, let's see, hold on. How much is the 7800? All right, so the 7800,
hmm
no, that's 7900, 5600. Yo, how hard is it to just show me a 7800?
It's too hard, bro. Too
Like,
hard.
uh, like apparently it's giving me literally every other Ryzen CPU except for the 7800.
hmm Because that's how they you gotta that's how it's gotta go, dude. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Apparently no one even has it. So,
All
but
right.
let's see. I would just tack on
Yeah.
like an extra 100, 150.
Yeah. Probably to what's going on. Yeah. I mean, we'll come back with the prices when we get them. I thought they might have because it's so close. Someone might have had like some kind of leaked something or other. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. Like everybody else, then. Um, I hear that Intel's got is it a CPU that can hit like 6 gigahertz now?
Yep.
Is that uncommon? Is that like something that I mean, compared to like having more cores and more stuff, is that really that important at this? I mean, at this stage, I'm saying in our computing stuff, is that super exciting?
I mean, for people who are doing like super professional workloads, I'm guessing would be exciting.
Uh huh.
I mean,
Because weren't we getting pretty close
eh,
before?
like before, I remember it being like people getting like 4 gigahertz on
Mm-hmm.
single core CPUs, like way, 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 way back in the day before
Sure.
like multi core CPUs, back when they were like overclocking the crap out of it using liquid nitrogen to keep it cool so it doesn't overheat
Uh
or
huh.
melt or anything like that. But now apparently this CPU, the i9 13900KS,
Mm-hmm.
will break 6 gigahertz at boost clock out of the box without overclocking.
Oh, this is just on its own. Okay, okay. I thought this was with like overclocking or something like that. All right.
No,
But how much are we looking at it? Does it have a price to it, or is this one of those things where
$699.
that's not too outrageous, right? I mean,
Considering their super high profile CPUs used to cost like over a
a
thousand.
thousand? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, right? Weren't they? That's not. But how many cores are we looking at, or what's the core count? I mean, on that one, or is it something? Is it something? I guess I'm saying, is it 6 gigahertz just its selling point, or does it actually have some oomph behind it?
Let's see. It has 24 cores, 8
Okay,
performance cores, 16 efficiency cores,
okay.
32 threads.
Ooh, all right. So it does have a little
So,
push for $600. That's not too bad, right?
yeah.
Are we building a new PC with that, or what's going on?
Nah, honestly, I would go with the X3D chips
No.
personally. After experiencing it with the
Mm-hmm.
5800 X3D, I would honestly like for gaming, easy. I would go with the X3D chip. Like I can't wait to see the benchmark
Mm-hmm.
scores on the 7950 X3D
Oh, is that what you're looking forward to as a new upgrade, maybe?
eventually. But it's like uh, it has a max boost clock of 5.7 gigahertz, so it's almost literally
Yeah.
as fast as the 13900 KS. 16 cores, 32 threads, 120-watt TDP
Mm-hmm.
with 128 megabytes of L3 cache.
Mm. Damn, that's looking good.
And it's like the amount of performance difference that I
Mm-hmm.
got from putting the 5800 X3D
Mm-hmm.
in here. I mean, base clock for this is like 3.6 gigahertz, and
Mm-hmm.
then it boost clocks to 4.5 gigahertz.
Yeah.
And it's just
Phenomenal.
the amount of performance difference between like just for like for gaming because that's literally the only thing that I changed out
Yeah.
was the CPU. It's still the same GPU, still the same RAM, same motherboard, same SSDs,
Still
everything.
better.
And the like performance gain for like a whole like basically every game that I've ever played ever since putting in this has just been flawless.
Mm.
And so it's like, all
Why?
right, the X3D V cache, CPUs that AMD has been pushing or whatever, and I mean it's a real thing. Like if you're talking about like for like performance workloads,
Mm-hmm.
I can't really say because it's probably like a different thing, but
Yeah.
I can at least say
And
for
gaming.
gaming itself, worth it.
Sick.
And and the reason why I'm kind of like waiting for the 7950 X3D benchmarks and everything
Mm-hmm.
is because, well, like I said, 16 cores, which
Yeah.
is twice as many as the 5800 X3D.
Mm-hmm.
Base clock 4.2 gigahertz, which is zero point 0.8 gigahertz faster than the one that's in here
Yeah.
now,
Right.
and 128 megabytes of L3 cache as compared to the 96 megabytes. So that's an extra 32 megabytes
Mm.
of L3 cache,
That's a lot of cash.
and it only requires 15 more watts.
That's not bad. That I like. Power efficiency. I don't want to have a screaming. I don't want to have a heater in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting. I'm interested. Like I've been saying a few times. I'm probably in the market to upgrade it to a PC. Hopefully this year coming up, maybe. And I'm just kind of giving it a little time. I mean, it's still. I'm still work with what I'm working with is still good for what I'm doing. I want it better, but with all these new things coming out, I'm just kind of keeping my eyes open, bobbing and weaving, and seeing what I'm going to switch. Normally, I've been an Intel guy forever, but Kendall, I think you're going to have me switch to AMD soon.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even gonna
And
lie.
honestly, with the Ryzen 9 7950
Yeah.
X3D, Ooh. Ooh.
Kind of you like cars, right?
Nah, cars, they're terrible. I mean,
Okay, but you like
why, why,
PlayStation,
why,
right?
why, why would we ever like cars?
Right, but you like the PlayStation, right?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
What if Exhibit came in and pimped your ride with a PlayStation and a car?
You know what?
Uh huh.
I'm pretty sure we've all had like that dream, like putting a game system in a car. You know, like for those oldie time family road
Sure,
trips or whatever, have
sure.
something to do.
Uh huh. Right. Well, guess what? Sony and Honda made a car called the Afila, which has what, like a PlayStation 5 in it, or something like that. You can play on the fucking.
Uh,
You can play on the screen that's like, because you know, I don't know how to explain, but you know, like your dash now, I believe that whole thing's a screen, and it looks like you can play PlayStation 5 games on it. I mean, I don't know who wants to die while driving, but by all means, I guess.
so the thing is, it's like it's Sony working with Honda,
Yeah.
also working with Qualcomm
Yeah.
and everything, making an electric car that has like a Snapdragon digital chassis.
Look, I gotta see this as a concept thing of like what ifs. I really could not. I don't know if I can picture this being a car that's gonna be on the streets with everybody driving it. But you never know with the way things are, right?
Mm-hmm. And apparently they're also working with Epic Games, so you can play Fortnite while you drive with 5G connectivity.
My car on the outside better change to the skin that I have, right? Like, just like you do with a gun. You know how you could wrap it in the skin? Like my outside better be like a digital thing where it can change, so that way I can change the skins of my car.
Man, can you imagine that being able to change on the fly? You know, change your paint,
Oh my
change your
god.
wheels with the press of a button.
Yeah, because it's just a big screen outside of it or something. I don't know, like nanotechnology. Be
Mm-hmm.
cool. I mean, that's what we should be working on. Come on, guys. Electric cars, I don't think so. But being able to change the color of your cars on the outside to match your shoes, and let's go. You know, I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool. A cool concept. I like that everybody's working together. I guess make things better. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want. I love Hondas. Like I love Hondas. Like that's my favorite car brand. I don't know how I feel about PlayStation and Honda. I love PlayStation. I love Honda. I don't always want to mix my two things together.
Well, I mean, this is gonna be one of those wait and see things. I mean, because California did pass that law that gas vehicles are gonna be banned, or
No, this cell
the
of
sale
yeah,
of gas vehicles is gonna be banned by
yeah.
2035.
And then what is everybody gonna do though? Okay, let's be real. Hey, car talk, everybody. Car and tech always mix. What are people gonna do? Go out of state to go buy their cars, dude.
Yeah, they're gonna go out of state to buy the cars, or if they do end up getting an electric car, they're not gonna sit there and attach chargers to the houses. They're gonna go to like other places where you can get free charging, like a mall or whatever,
That's right.
or outside banks, and they're gonna sit there and charge their car, and then
Yeah. A study just came out that said gas, like natural gas burning stoves or whatever, are bad for you.
really,
Yeah, it turns out that they give off fumes of some stuff because you need to have like a range that sucks the air out and sends it out. That's like the healthiest way to have it. But I guess they give out stuff that cause asthma and shit. You're better off with an electric stove.
well, I mean,
That's just
how
a
many places even have like gas? Like I have a gas stove here, but it's
yeah.
like even before here, we had nothing but electrical stoves
Yeah. Well, no, no, no. I'm just
and
saying.
everything.
I'm not trying to say that like they cause it. I'm not saying that. I'm just what the study found that it can cause in children asthma symptoms or things like that. I don't know. I guess it gives off like so many pollutants and shit while you're cooking. Beats me. Look, I'm not trying to say I like gas stoves, uh, but I'm just saying a study came out and I was like, huh, interesting. I have an electric stove. Fucking hate it, dude. Fucking hate it. I don't care what people say. I hate it. It's so cool to have the little flame come out. But
I mean,
apparently
that's
it's
why
bad.
most people cook with fire outside.
You see, but outside it's okay because you're out in the open in the air. Like a grill
Uh-huh,
isn't bad.
uh-huh,
A grill isn't bad because
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen the pillars of smoke coming out of a grill
yo, are you lighting things on
or
fire
a
in that grill? Is that what
barbecue
you're trying to tell
or a
me?
campfire
Well,
or literally anything on fire
Eh,
outside
Listen,
in the open air.
they say that it is better for you to be outside than inside when there's that going on. I'm not saying that it's
Uh,
the best. I'm just saying it's better. Fire good, uh, electric make zappy. I don't like.
mhm.
Uh-huh. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, I was just saying I saw that study. I found it kind of interesting, and I thought I'd throw it in here. There's another thing I found interesting. Xbox controller with a fucking screen on it.
Ah, yeah, the
It's like Asus.
what
I forget.
Asus made
Mm-hmm,
a
mm-hmm.
an Xbox controller with a tiny customizable OLED screen on it.
The only reason that I think it's cool is like if you can customize it with like a logo or something. But it's only for you though. You know what I mean? Like who's gonna see your controller? But I guess for like
Exactly.
a content creator or something, maybe if you have your controller down or you're showing stuff off, maybe that's cool. Maybe they can look down at your hands and see your logo on the thing or something. If you can do that, I don't know what it
Or
allows you
maybe
to
you
do.
can like show it to have like battery life, like how much charge it has left or whatever.
That's cool.
So you don't have to sit there and guess kind of thing.
Maybe a sad
Maybe. Who
face
knows?
every time you get hit with a shot or something, and it lets you know that you're getting shot at.
Or maybe you can have it show your your KDA while playing FPSs.
Yeah, I mean, there's those options, dude. But yeah, but I don't know who'd get that controller. Like, is it worth it? Like, how's the battery life on it? Like, is it gonna?
I know, that's a good question.
Uh, Hook me up with one for a PlayStation, and then we'll start talking. Um, so did you hear that California passed a new law where it's supposed to show you what you get paid? Like, it's a transparency pay law or something like that.
Heard about it.
Well,
Haven't looked it up myself,
uh,
but
uh,
I'm sure there's
yeah, some things to it. Yeah, like it's supposed to be. So when you go and apply for a new job, you know how sometimes they tell you like, oh, you can, oh, come on and apply. They kind of don't tell you what it is until it's later. I guess now on the forefront, it's supposed to tell you like, hey, you want to apply for this cooking job? It pays $18 or something. A lot of the time they tell you anyways, but just for those times that they don't want to tell you, trying to negotiate in the back end. Now it's on the
mm,
forefront. Like this is what you're gonna make. Um, I guess that people from Blizzard found out that they make less than other gaming companies for the same job.
mhm.
So that one was interesting. I mean, I know it's a little older story, but I just found it interesting that when you find out that you make less than other people, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, like just for a comparison,
Hmm.
apparently Riot Games,
Yeah.
makers of League of Legends and Valorant
Hmm.
and those,
Sure.
is hiring a QA engineer with a salary range of $98,000 to $132,000
Damn,
salary.
that's good. That's a good salary.
Bungie is hiring a Destiny test lead
Hmm.
with a salary of anywhere between 86,000 to 108,000.
No, that's a good one too.
Uh, Blizzard is looking for a Diablo 4 test lead and offering a salary range
Uh
of
huh.
49,600
Uh huh.
to 91,000.
I'm sorry. I think you were supposed to say anywhere between 70,000 to 100 and something thousand, right? To be competitive with everybody else.
Nope, 49,600 on the low end,
Uh huh.
91,760 on the high end.
I don't know why, but I looked at that when I heard the other two and said that looks pretty low.
Yeah, I mean, considering that basically they're offering half the minimum of the other two positions, like the lower positions on the other two is 98,000 and 86,000, and then on Blizzard's end it is 49,600.
Boo boo, go get your money. If these people didn't know that this is what the pay is, now transparency lets them know. Go to another company then. If you believe in your company and they're gonna pay you better, then stay, I guess. But hey, everybody's gotta get theirs, 'cause that's the only way to survive.
Mm-hmm.
So with devs leaving and stuff like that, right? Did you hear? Several Forza devs left. For the Forza Horizon devs left to start a new studio called Maverick Games.
Maverick Games, are they going to be the new Top Gun maker?
What? Are we gonna have fighting simulators? What? I don't know.
Well,
I'm,
I mean,
I'm kind of excited, dude. Forza's a cool game. I wonder what they're gonna come up with.
well, who knows? It'll probably be anywhere between 5 to 10 years before we hear anything else if,
True that.
normal things are
Yeah.
to be normal timelines, I guess you can say.
I wonder when they're going to start dropping little hints or rumors to say, hey, look, this is what we're going to be working on next, you know?
Yeah, who knows? Time will tell. Hope they do, you know, well for themselves and are able to have the creative freedom that they want in order
Yeah.
to do what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Which it's like now that you bring that up, it's like
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
there was the one um
Oh, Dragon Scale.
studio that
Yes. They never fucking brought it out. Bring it out for the PS5. Call it a different name. Yeah, we're going back to that subject. I think a couple podcasts ago. No, not that one.
no
Oh.
I was talking about how former Blizzard employees left Blizzard
Mm-hmm.
and then created their Frost Giant Studios,
Mm-hmm.
and we still haven't heard anything from them, and that was what, 2 years ago.
Mm. Oh.
Still waiting to hear stuff about Frost Giant.
No, hopefully something comes out. Like I get excited when they leave and they're gonna start something new. I hope the best for them, because it's always hey, more is better. You know, new studios, new games, new stuff, better for us, the consumer. Except when you come out with like Platinum Games comes out with a really sick game, and it's gonna be about a guy and his dragon, and then the studio company goes, "Okay, guess what? We're not gonna do it anymore because the guys that were gonna do it don't want us to do it, and now we can't release it on anything else." I want that goddamn game, Kendall. It's been years, and I'm still gonna be to this day. I'm gonna be championing for that game to come out.
Yeah, well, who
I was
knows?
about
Maybe
to,
at E3 this year.
I was about to buy an Xbox. Can you believe that? I was about to buy an Xbox. They lost the sale. Talking about losing stuff. Final Fantasy VII. The first soldier. You were talking about it earlier. Shut down, right? What game was that?
Yep, it was a mobile
Mm-hmm.
battle royale game set in the FF7 universe.
Mm-hmm.
It launched sometime last year,
Yeah.
and it came to an end January 11th, 2023. It ran for about 14 months, so I guess at the tail end of 2021 it came out,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Not,
yeah, that
not,
didn't last very long, just over a year, and it's already shut down.
damn. Hey, it happens. It's crazy, dude.
They try to hop in on the battle royale hype with Warzone, PUBG, Fortnite, and all that
Mm-hmm.
other stuff. And then they're like, "Oh, hey, why don't we make a Final Fantasy VII one?" So
It's
they
a
did, and it
good,
lasted a year.
good idea. Maybe at the wrong time. Talking about cancelings and stuff. Ubisoft, dude. What's going on with them?
Who knows? Apparently, they're just having a lot of issues because they have canceled 3 more games on top of like 4 other ones that were unannounced projects.
Yeah.
They've delayed Skull and Bones again.
What? So what's going on with that game? Like, what's the delays? What is it not done? Do they have bugs? Shouldn't they release that game already to try to make some cash?
Who knows? Not a clue. They haven't
Wow.
said anything. They're just like, up, delayed again.
A lot of people are want to play that game, right? Like it's got a lot of interest, right?
Yeah, because of Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's why I'm surprised that you would delay it again. What is this? The fourth time? Fifth time?
I have lost track of the delays.
But it has been a few because I remember this was
But,
supposed to
but
come
it was
out
it was announced like in 2017.
right. It was supposed to come out last year though, right? Like towards the tail end.
It was supposed to come out last year, the year
Or
before that. It was supposed to come out like
2 years.
in 2 months, and yeah, more delays.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn, damn.
But yeah, it was originally announced E3 2017, so it's been almost 6 years since its announcement, and it's gotten delayed many, 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 many times again, and apparently just canceled 3 more games on top of the delay.
Are they com-
But what those projects were, we don't know because they were unannounced projects.
and this
So
is
we don't
a,
know if they were Assassin's Creed or if it was a new like Tom Clancy's game or what.
I wonder what's going on with them, like as a company. Like, are they losing too much money? Do they not got? I mean, I know they tried that NFT thing for a little while.
Yeah, everyone trying to enforce, the
Yeah,
NFT thing.
that stuff didn't work out. Well,
Blech.
I hope the best for them. I hope they do come out with their games, and I hope they're not going to go bankrupt. Because I wonder if somebody would pick them up.
I
Try to.
mean, who knows? At the moment, they have basically the Division, they
Mm-hmm.
have Assassin's Creed,
Mm-hmm.
and Rainbow Six Siege, and Far Cry.
Yeah, Far Cry's are good. All those games are good games. I don't know how popular fan base is with them, but they're all good games. And I guess Kendall coming in for the last. Are AR glasses making a comeback right now, or what's going on?
Well, I mean, apparently
Uh huh.
there are two new glasses coming out from CES.
Mm-hmm.
Did you remember when
Uh,
Google Glass came out originally?
I don't know, dude. That was a long time ago because they've had a couple different iterations of it, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
I know they got they canceled Google Glass 3 4 years ago, 2 years ago.
No, Google Glass was canceled a long time ago.
Really? It
Yeah.
feels like just yesterday.
No, Google Glass is like 2013.
Okay, but when it was canceled?
It didn't last for. Let's see. 2015 it was stopped producing the prototype,
Okay.
and 2019 announced the Enterprise Edition. Did that even ever come out?
What is the Enterprise Edition? Oh, for like businesses or stuff like that. I don't know, man.
But anyway, now we got more people trying to get into
AR glasses.
the AR glasses. One of them being TCL.
TCL, like the company that makes TVs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess people have probably would recognize him from that.
So yeah, TCL
Uh
has a
huh.
new prototype, the Ray Neo X2.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the new AR glasses that are supposed to be coming out. There was another one that I can't seem to find anymore. On top of Apple
Uh,
teasing,
what was it? Luminous AR, I believe you were saying.
the
My whole thing was with AR glasses is are they? It's like with anything, right? Your smartwatch, your all your stuff is. Are they giving you a benefit? Because it's another thing you got to charge, right? It's another thing we got to deal with. I mean, are they really doing a daily benefit to us? Are they helping us out with stuff?
I mean, it depends on what people program it to do. Like, I don't know, like maybe instead of having to pull out your phone and scan like QR codes, it'll automatically scan it and then bring up the menu in front of you, kind of thing.
That stuff. See that's what I wanted. I don't know if that's what they do. Like that was the idea, right? So imagine you're in another country, you got your glasses on, and it's translating as you're looking at stuff. Like restaurant names and stuff like that, so you know where you're at or what's going on, and it kind of maybe give you little directions that you see, right? Like I thought that was a good idea for it. I don't know if it ever really did it well or did any of that stuff at all. Or I heard that like if you were working on stuff, like maybe it could show you schematics on the glasses as you're working. So like as you're an employee taking something apart, it'll like show you what you know. Like all that sounded great, but did it do it?
That's kind of the question, isn't it? Because well, I mean, AR glasses aren't exactly widespread as far as we know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as far as we know, who knows? Maybe that's what everybody's wearing, and it's like a Minority Report. Everything's popping up.
Who knows? And the other one was the Loomis Z lens. That's what.
Oh, Zoom. Okay, Zoom is lens. I don't know. Look, if they were affordable, like I'm not saying that affordable, affordable varies from person to person on what affordable is, but I'm just saying I don't want to spend no $200 on some glasses I got to charge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Google Glass was apparently like 1,500.
Yeah. See, that's why I would never own one. I'm not paying $1,500 for AR glasses, dude. I'll give you $100 maybe, but you better do some good stuff. Because if I'm not gonna pay for a smartwatch over $200, $200-300 maybe, and that's a smartwatch that it can send text and do all kinds of stuff. Why the hell am I gonna get glasses?
Mm,
Right, right. I mean, like
I mean,
if it does a really good purpose, sure. But if it's not doing anything, right, that like my phone can do, I can just pull my phone out.
yeah, you could. But how much do you pay for your phone again?
Listen to me, all right? I
Like,
want to
like
let you.
what?
I want to let
Like
you.
what if they did everything your phone did except you just wore it? You know, kind of like how Futurama in their iPhone. You know,
Look, look,
they
look,
put
look,
the
look,
phone
look,
in
look,
your
look,
eye.
look, 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 listen, listen, listen. If it could make phone calls and send texts and do all that stuff, sure, I might think about it. But then why would I need a phone? Right? I would just use my glasses as my phone.
Hmm.
That would be the idea, and I would be okay with that. But that's the thing that I'm trying to get at, right? Like, why do I need a phone and a watch that do the same? That's where I get the gist of, like, my phone is good enough, right? I pay $500 for my phone. Okay, Samsung Galaxy S22 because they had a deal when you buy one you get one free. Okay, so technically, paid $500 for my phone candle. Thank you very much.
Technically, you bought two for 500, or
Uh,
two
uh,
for 1,000, so they're five
sure,
hundred dollars each.
sure. Technically,
Whatever.
technically, or technically, you could just say,
On top of the charge of the extra service
you know
for the
what,
extra.
Candle? I need you to shut your mouth right now, okay?
Part.
But it's
Yeah.
no,
See,
it's no fifteen
see,
hundred
remember,
dollars.
I'm still running the Note Ultra 5G.
Whoa!
Whatever. Paid off.
Ew!
Note
What
20
is
Ultra
that?
5G.
Ew!
Yeah, still running it. Same case, everything.
Wow! Ew! When are you gonna upgrade, dude? Get the new phone. Get the 100 times zoom.
Yeah, you want to know what?
What?
I don't need to upgrade. All right, this is paid off.
Listen,
I don't have.
Samsung, if you want to sponsor two guys that do a small time podcast, we would not say no to new phones.
I mean, if it's free, I'm not gonna say no to a new phone.
Yeah, and we'll give you a review on it and tell you how good your phone is or how bad it is. Because
Or if Sony wants to send us a Honda,
Sony wants to hand us a Honda, and I'll
or
test it out for you guys, and
or
I'll
an
let you guys know.
Xperia,
Hey, sure, dude, whatever you guys want, we're
take
down.
that.
We'll take it. We'll tell you the truth from two average dudes. But yeah, look, that's what I'm saying. Like the phone does everything I need it to do, right? It's pricey, but it does everything I need it to do.
Hmm.
Why do I need a watch that only does half or even less than half of the stuff that my cell phone does? And then on top of that, why do I need a pair of glasses that does even less than my watch does? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if it's affordable, if it's cheap, sure. If it's an addition to help out, like a pair of headphones, right? Earbuds help out your phone, and you pay maybe up to $100. Maybe you can pay more, whatever. I'm not trying to say you do or don't, but let's just say you're paying like $100 average, right? But the earbuds help out my phone. Lets me listen to music, keeps things quiet. I can put it in my ear and talk, things like that. It serves a purpose. But if you're trying to replace something, I guess I could understand it. But if your addition to my stuff is too expensive and doesn't really do much, what the hell do I need it for? If it's just another bulky thing I got to carry, like in the sense of new technology and moving things ahead, yeah, I'm interested in it. I would love to have one, right? I love having the new and latest tech. I like that. But part of me also goes like, why the hell do I need this? I've owned two smartwatches. I had the Moto when it came out, the Moto, what is it, 360 or one of those things, and then I got the Galaxy Watch, and ever since then I've just been like, I don't think I really need something else. I've never really, if you need a fitness tracker, a Fitbit's cheap enough. You can have one of those. That'll do the job.
Hmm.
Do I really need a watch to do a bunch of other stuff? So I don't know. I'd rather have a real
I
watch, like a Seiko Grandmaster or something like that. You know?
mean, what do I even need a watch for? I have my phone. I literally takes me 2 seconds to pull it out and check the time.
Well, no, I'm saying like an actual like like an analog watch, like the nice watches, something where
Nah, it's a pain.
something
For
that
sure. It's a pain.
value over time. I don't know. Goes well with the clothes. I can see something like that. Aesthetic, like it's almost like jewelry. I can see that. But like you say, why do you even need a watch nowadays when you can just pull out your phone? And why do people ask for the time? We all know that that's a conversation starter. I don't want to have a conversation. We all have cell phones. Pull out your cell phone. Kendall, what time is it?
8:41.
Damn. All right, Kendall. I guess with that, you got any more news? Because I think we went through most of it.
Well, I mean, there's technically one more device,
What?
but I mean, it's kind of like a get like
What is it?
have you ever wanted to like just strap a device to your face to prevent other people from hearing you talk?
Oh, that one. Jesus Christ, dude. What? Yes, I heard it. Oh my God. Does it even work?
I don't know.
But
But
I
it's
heard about
like,
it. Like your conversation's private because you strap a thing. It looks like. Have you ever seen the stuff where they feed horses?
yeah,
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of, dude. I don't know if everybody knows what I'm talking about, but that's what it reminded me of when I saw it. I was like, oh, dude, hell no. It's this weird like it goes over like your mouth. Like you don't even look like a cool Bane. You look like a weird Bane.
yeah. I mean, again, because it doesn't even cover your nose or anything. Like like if you had like the full on
Yeah,
Bane mask, whatever.
it's just like
Like
a
it
it's like a
covered basically the whole face.
yeah.
It's just like literally if you were to take like here,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
um,
Yeah.
it like see
Yes. Yes.
wireless earbuds charger. It's basically like if you're just be like
I know. I
like
saw it. It was weird.
except bigger. Like it goes out like
Yeah,
here
it was weird.
and everything. So it was
But
like
like don't most like I don't know like right now like what we're doing. Don't most you can buy a microphone that really just picks up like the pattern like right in front of your face. I mean, you got like OBS has stuff. I think Discord has stuff. Like, don't they have like noise canceling kind of features where like only when you talk it'll pick up noise?
yeah, exactly. And then you can change like the threshold of what level or
Yeah.
whatever it picks up and all that other stuff. And it was like,
Do we
but
really need something
like
like this?
I don't know. Someone apparently thought it was a good idea. That's why they made it.
Is this for like
Whether if
out
it
in
actually works or will it catch on,
it,
I doubt
is
it.
that for like out in public though or something, or is that like for personal like use at home?
I guess either, depending on where you decide you want to use it.
Okay, because you're gonna look weird out in public, I guess. But if it keeps your conversation private, but couldn't you just talk less loud?
Or, go to a secluded area
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
where you're not going to be around other people. Like,
Yeah,
don't be walking in like a parking lot at a grocery store or a gas station while
that's
having like
that's
a
right.
serious conversation on
That's
your
right.
phone on speakerphone.
And this isn't me dissing whoever came up with it. Hey, you came up with your idea. I like it. Cool. But yeah, it is a little weird, in my opinion. That's a little weird. Um, for anybody that likes car news, the Tokyo Auto Salon is going on right now. If you guys want to, check out any news from people. And I've been watching it. They announced the new GTR, so that was cool. Yeah, just putting that one out there.
GTR, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just putting that one out there for people. Checking out the cars
Does it
at the
have
show.
8 turbos yet?
Not yet, I don't think, but it's got turbos.
I mean, hey, we've got like 16 core CPUs. Why don't we have a car with 16 turbos yet?
I'm gonna say because it's probably not efficient for the motor. I think one or two turbos is probably enough. Now I did see that someone at one of the booths, I don't know who it was, made 86 Corolla electric, like they put electric motor in it and stuff like that. So that one's cool. But yeah, that's going on. If you guys want to see something else, as a car enthusiast, also that's going on, and that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Oh, and you know what I didn't say before we leave, because this is our first podcast. I probably should have said it in the beginning, but you know what? I guess I'll say it to the end for everybody that stayed. I don't know if everybody heard, but Ken Block had an accident on a snowmobile like a while back, a couple weeks ago, like in the beginning of the year, and he unfortunately passed away. So I want to say rest in peace, Ken Block. He's a I watched a lot of the videos, the Hoonigan guys, them. So it is sad to hear a guy pass away, but may he rest in peace.
Hmm.
And I guess with that, we will put an end to our show, and we will be back in a week or two. Uh, Kendall, let everybody know where they can find you, what they can see, all that stuff.
All right. Well, you can find me on Instagram at S456. Haven't been posting lately because stuff and things. Also on Twitch, you can find me at S46476. Also, haven't been streaming lately because stuff and
Mm-hmm.
things, but working on fixing all of that. So keep
Hell yeah.
in touch. So we'll see what happens with that in the due time, especially around the release of the PSVR 2.
Hell yeah.
And Fred, what about you? Where can they find your
Uh,
socials,
well, you know
your
what?
streams,
You can watch us on
your
the.
OnlyFans?
You know what? OnlyFans, dude, starting it. If you guys want to see me spread my cheeks for you, just let me know, and I will do so. I am not opposed to do stuff for money. No, on the realness. You can find me Instagram on Freddy Flash. You can find us at Los Muchachos Media. We put all our links and all our stuff down there. You can search for us there. And so I guess with that, we'll call this podcast the first podcast of the year for us done. So hope to see everybody back next time, and we'll see you later. Bye, everybody.
Peace.